Elsewhere in Europe, 4 other teams will be crashing out of the Europa League. Who says goodbye to the tournament and who has a chance at the Champions League back door? We'll talk about it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time looking forward to the old quarterfinal of the old 2018-2019 Europa League second leg. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button. Keep your bang up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And now, before we jump into that, I want a big tease, a show that we're going to be doing live on Twitch. It is a reaction show to Bolton visiting Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park. On Easter Monday. Come join me. We can talk about Blackburn. We can talk about the Europa League. We can talk about Champions League. We can talk about world football. There's a lot of summer competitions are going to be taking place in the month of June and July. We can talk all about that. Stop by, say hello, tell me what you think. And that'll be a good old laugh. So if you're bored on Easter Monday, come stop by and say hello. But anyway, let's jump back into it and talk about it. The old predictions, see how many I got right, and of course, how many I got wrong. So Arsenal took on Napoli in the first leg over in the Emirates and ended up as a 2-0 win in favour of Arsenal. I actually saw it a little bit more convincing. Well, I actually saw it a little less convincing 2-1 win in the end. So not too shabby indeed. Over in Spain, the old La Liga affair, Villarreal against Valencia, the Battle of the Bees, and there's a 3-1 win for Valencia. In the end, I actually saw it as a 2-0 win. So got the right deficit, but ultimately got the right result as well. So Valencia and Arsenal both got chances to make it through to the semi-finals here, but they got it. Still got it all to do in the second legs. Benfica took on Frankfurt in an absolute extraordinary game, 6-goal thriller. There was even a red card in there, I think. 4-2 win for Benfica to give themselves a chance, a good chance to get through to the semi-finals. Frankfurt, on the other hand, will have it all to do, but they do have 2 massive away goals. Actually, so it's a 2-1 win going in favour of Frankfurt. So got that one wrong, folks. And last but not least, Slavia Prague took on Chelsea, and Chelsea's edged in front against the Czech Republic club. 1-0 winners for Chelsea on the night. They'll be confident to get themselves over the line at Stamford Bridge. 3-0 winners, I thought. So all in all, 3 out of 4, not too shabby indeed. Let's take a look now at those quarterfinal second legs. The all-important ones. Napoli take on Arsenal. Now, Arsenal's away form could be their undoing here, as they've lost 3 out of the past 4, and that other one was a draw against Tottenham. So not too great form going into this. As for Napoli on the flip side, their home form is not the greatest either, winning 3 out of 6. They did lose to Juventus in amongst all that as well. So, yeah, it's going to be tight, but I still think Napoli will edge the result on the day. 2-1 win, but Arsenal will have enough to make it 3-2 through on aggregate to the semi-finals. That's right now, the all La Liga affair between Valencia and Villarreal. Obviously, coming into this, Valencia look very good. They've turned a massive corner over in the La Liga, winning 4 out of the past 5 home games, and that other one was a draw against Getafe. Meanwhile, Villarreal, I think they're on the sort of struggles in La Liga. They've actually only won 2 out of the past 5 away games. So, yeah, it's going to be tight, but I still think Valencia will be too strong for Villarreal. 2-0 winners on the night, and that will make it, what, 5-1 on aggregate, something like that, and that will be them comfortably through to the semi-finals. And moving on, it is Eintracht Frankfurt up against Benfica. Difficult one to call this one. Obviously, Frankfurt look very solid over in the Bundesliga. Benfica obviously doing the business always over in Portugal. In fact, the Benfica, their away form going into this is not great. They've lost 2 out of the past 6 away games. As for Frankfurt's home form, they've won 4 out of 5. And their only slip-up was a draw against Inter Milan. So I think I'm going to go with a Eintracht Frankfurt win on the day, 3-2 win, but Benfica will go through on aggregate 6-5. And wrapping up the old quarterfinals, it will be Chelsea up against Slavia Prague over in Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, you know, they've had a very difficult season with Sarri ball and all that kind of stuff. But Chelsea's home form going into this is pretty solid. They've actually won 4 out of the past 6. They did draw against Wolves in amongst that 6, and their only defeat, I think it was actually a draw on the night. I think they might have lost again on away goals or penalties or extra time or something to Manchester City. But anyway, Chelsea's home form is solid. As for Prague's away form, they're actually pretty solid as well, losing just 1 out of the past 6 games away from home. That includes wins over Genk. Who else did they play? They also played. They did draw with Sevilla away from home. But I think they're going to have to win, and they're going to have to win big. But I don't see that happening. I think Chelsea would come out on top here quite comfortably in the end with a 3-1 win, which would make it 4-1 on aggregate, and that would put them through to the semi-finals. And if that is the case, if my predictions are correct, it will be Arsenal against Valencia, and it will be Benfica up against Chelsea in the semi-finals of the Europa League, and that does include a cheeky backdoor entrance to the Champions League of 2019-2020. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button. Keep your bang up to date with all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And while I still have you, once again, drop your own predictions down in the comment section down below. And also, if you're bored, Easter Monday, come check me out live on Twitch. We're going to be doing a live instant reaction to Blackburn Rovers up against Bolton. I know it might not be up your alley. I know you're bigger than that. You got Europa League football and all that kind of good stuff. But if you're bored, if you want to talk about Europa League, if you want to talk about Champions League, if you want to talk about world football, even Blackburn Rovers, Premier League, whatever you want. I'm a footballer man, boys and girls. I love football every which way, even if it is on ice. Yes, that's right. So I like all kinds of business, football related. So come check me out live on Twitch on Easter Monday. A link to the description or a link to the channel in the description down below. Anyway, let's get out of it. Thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. And next time you see me in this, guys, will be for the semi-final predictions, boys and girls. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.